What's going on, everyone? So another day, another game in which the Lakers underperform, right? They just got absolutely ran through by the Houston Rockets. And it's another game in which Austin Reaves was essentially unplayable out there for the Lakers. And he just hasn't been good this year. And it's extremely frustrating to watch. I mean, he can't shoot to save his life. He was 1 of 3 from 3 again, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 turnovers, right? I mean, he had almost as many turnovers as he had made field goals. It's terrible. Not getting it done. He's constantly getting exposed out there. He's constantly getting abused out there. And it's getting frustrating to watch. Again, I like Austin Reaves. I hear people tell me, oh, well, clearly you don't if you want to trade him. No, I am a Laker fan. I can like Austin Reaves. I can be a fan of Austin Reaves, but I am a Laker fan. I want the Lakers to be the best team possible. I am in it for championships, not for sentimental value for players, right? If Austin Reaves was playing like Austin Reaves last season, I probably wouldn't be screaming to trade Austin Reaves, now would I? But he hasn't been. He's been underachieving and underperforming, yet teams still value him extremely highly. And for example, you can get a deal done right now for Dejounte Murray. There literally are reports that are out about the Lakers. The only way that they'd be willing to trade Austin Reaves is for an all-star caliber player. What is Dejounte Murray? Right? I know he hasn't been great playing for Atlanta, and the fit with him and Trae Young has been very questionable, but Dejounte Murray was a all-defensive player, was a all-star, is a guy that was the best player on a playoff team, led a team to the playoffs, and guess what? He can't be worse than what Austin Reaves has been this year. So my thing is that who wins trades? When you think of trades, who more times than not, 99% of the time, wins the trade? The team that gets the best player in the trade. Dejounte Murray is clearly the best player. And Dejounte Murray, you're talking about a guy 6'5", 6'10" wingspan. He's only 2 years older than Austin Reaves, so it's not like Murray's, 34 or something like that. And it's like, Reaves is 10 years younger. No, they're not that far behind. And look, Dejounte Murray coming to Lakers, being essentially the third option, would he have some regression? Possibly. But he's averaging 21.4 points, 5.1 assists, 1.3 steals, 5 rebounds. He's shooting 83% from the foul line. He's shooting 51.3% from the 2-point range. And he's shooting 38.8% from 3-point range on 6 attempts per game. So he is literally playing better than Austin Reaves in every conceivable capacity. And even if he does come to Lakers, and let's say he has, a bit of a step back, because, again, he would be playing alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. The guy, let's say he averages, 17, 5, and 5? That's great. It's better than what Austin Reaves is giving you right now. And then the defensive upside and potential, right? The athleticism that we desperately need. And Austin Reaves is perceived as this, prize piece for the Lakers. And many look at Dejounte Murray as having a bad stint with Atlanta. So, right, and he has not been what he was in San Antonio with the Atlanta Hawks. And still, in a bad fit on a bad team, he is still able to get you 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game with almost 2 steals. Even in as bad of a situation as it could be for him. Guess what? He still is having better numbers and better stats than Austin Reaves across the board, is still an all-star level player. I don't understand what the holdup is and why we are so reluctant to trade Austin Reaves. Right? Dejounte Murray is not going to be making $40 million a year. Even when he gets his new contract, it's $25 million, or it's actually a little under $25 million. I understand that's half of or double what Austin Reaves' contract is, but at this point, he might be twice the player that Austin Reaves is. The way Austin Reaves has played and performed, it's been awful. He's constantly a liability out there that we just cannot rely on and cannot consistently put it together enough for the Lakers. He can't shoot. And that's a huge problem. Like, if Austin Reaves could shoot the basketball, it would open up so much more for him. But because he can't, teams are willing to just let him shoot. Teams are totally okay with Austin Reaves going one-on-one. Teams are totally okay with Austin Reaves trying to make attempts to beat them. They're not worried about Austin Reaves. Dejounte Murray is a guy that can go get buckets, can take so much pressure off of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, right? There are questions about his fit and stuff like that. But if he can work, he can work. To me, you got to make the attempt. You got to make the attempt. If LeBron James was starting to show significant decline and there was real like questions of like, Father Time caught up, or Anthony Davis was just clearly not that guy anymore or whatever, I'd probably be like, you know what, let's just wait and see. But that's not the case at all. You have LeBron James and Anthony Davis playing like two top 10 players and we can't win a game. D'Angelo Russell has been the only guy consistently game in and game out performing. He's been better than Austin Reaves all season, even beyond this emergence, right? This last like 10 plus games. And to me, it's just like, again, if you can keep D'Lo, even if you have to pay him $25 million, right? And our starting five is Dejounte Murray, D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. And if you win a championship, no one's going to be like, man, it sucks that we traded Austin Reaves, and it sucks that, we have to pay D'Angelo Russell $25 million, but, I would trade that for a championship. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. At least give yourselves the best position. There is not a doubt in my mind Dejounte Murray is better than Austin Reaves. And if you could keep a first-round pick, or even like the pick swap, and give up Reaves instead, and keep D'Lo, and go for it, and then figure it out in the offseason, and you'd still have more assets, more leverage, more everything, do it. Isn't the job of the organization to put the best team, the best players on the court as possible? Trading D'Angelo Russell for Dejounte Murray is not doing that. Trading Austin Reaves for Dejounte Murray is doing that. D'Lo is the better of the two between Austin Reaves and D'Angelo Russell. So you go get an upgrade in Austin Reaves. They want an all-star level player. Guess what? Dejounte Murray is that. He is a high-level all-star potential type player who very well could get back into the all-star conversation playing alongside LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Imagine how easy things would be for him playing alongside these guys if he can continue to have the shooting. Again, there's concerns, but D'Lo, he gets to be the shooter, right? Now, there is the concern that D'Lo doesn't work with him, right? That's a real concern. Well, guess what? If you could keep a first, now you have 3 firsts, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent. You could go make another huge impact trade if you wanted to. All by trading Austin Reaves, right? If you want to still trade D'Lo, fine, go trade D'Lo. But I don't believe Austin Reaves should be untradeable right now. I've talked about this repeatedly. I was talking about this like 2 months ago. And people told me I was an idiot and I don't know what I'm talking about. And now all those same people are like, we should keep D'Lo and trade Reaves. And it's just funny how all of a sudden everyone's on board with what I've been saying for a while. And so many people think that Austin Reaves is just going to have this like, yeah, but what about the playoffs? Right? Austin Reaves in the playoffs, right? How does anybody know what Austin Reaves is going to be in the playoffs? We have 1 season sample size in which he was excellent in the back half of the season and it bled in to the playoffs. He had momentum going into the playoffs. But also, nobody cared about him in the playoffs. Teams weren't worried about Austin Reaves. They were worried about LeBron James and Anthony Davis trying to slow them down and D'Angelo Russell. There was no tape on Austin Reaves. There was nothing on Austin Reaves. Teams weren't putting their best defensive guys on Austin Reaves. Teams didn't know his favorite moves and knew how to counter it. He was shooting 40+% from three-point range. Everyone's just assuming that Austin Reaves is going to be exactly who he was last playoffs. There is more of a likelihood that that's not going to be the case. Where are guys like Michael Carter-Williams? Where are guys like Jeremy Lin? These guys had very similar, if not better, runs than Austin Reaves had, and they're out of the league. And look, I'm not saying that that's going to be Austin Reaves. I still think Austin Reaves is a very serviceable role guy. But eventually, the hype around Austin Reaves and the perceived value of Austin Reaves is going to go away if he continues to play this way. And when that happens, you're no longer going to be able to get a Dejounte Murray type player for an Austin Reaves. I just don't believe that Austin Reaves is the guy that should be held up. And for people that talk as badly about D'Lo in the playoffs and in the postseason, he had as many good series as Austin Reaves did. Austin Reaves had a terrible Warriors series. He had an excellent Hawks series, terrible Warriors series, excellent Nuggets series. D'Lo had a excellent Hawks series. Literally, we don't win that series if it wasn't for D'Lo. And excellent or very good, I would say excellent, but very good Golden State series. He was huge for us in multiple of those games in third quarters. And then he had a very bad Denver series, in which everyone had a very bad Denver series. So, at least D'Lo, there's larger sample sizes. He's a guy that has led a team to the playoffs as the best player. He'd also be the fourth option now, playing alongside Dejounte Murray. So, all D'Lo would have to be is just slightly better than what Austin Reaves is right now, and you have a significant upgrade. Dejounte Murray's better than both D'Lo and Reaves. I don't think Dejounte Murray is the level of which D'Lo is playing currently. I don't think Dejounte Murray is like head and shoulders better. But, I mean, unless he gets back to that all-defensive guy, then yes. But current Dejounte Murray, I don't think is head and shoulders better than D'Lo. However, I think if Dejounte Murray, let's say, is even significantly better than, or minimally better, right? Let's say Dejounte Murray is a B+ player and D'Lo is a B player, right? B+ still better than a B. And D'Lo this year is, let's say, again, is a B player, and Austin Reaves is what, like a C this season? C+ maybe? Okay, let's say it's even a B-. Oh, a B is better than a B-. So, again, you get significant upgrades in both ways. You still maintain flexibility. You still have the ability to go make trades. You still get to keep assets, right? If Austin Reaves goes to Atlanta and becomes a superstar, then Austin Reaves goes to Atlanta and becomes a superstar. All the more power to him. I don't think that that'll happen. I think he is closer to his ceiling than he is his floor, which isn't a bad thing. There's nothing, not everyone has to be a superstar, right? There's no, you need players like Austin Reaves. You need those role players. I get that. That's fine. But the Lakers, they need to make the attempt. They need to make a move to try to go win a chip. And I think trading Austin Reaves is the best opportunity to do that. So get it done. But anyway, again, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? Do you think, yes, trade Austin Reaves? Do you think, no, keep Austin Reaves, trade D'Lo? Again, how you feel, what your thoughts are? Love to hear it. Let me know down in the comments below.